As soon as I knew the missus and the kids were happy, and I saw there was a tool shop down the road, I just made her, well, just pop down there for a minute and have a look in that tool shop, you know. Not that by the family, the tool shop. Got me now to do that anyway. And everybody's wondering.
Says you're live.
Interesting stuff. Brands and brands do things differently, and sometimes they, you know, in the UK, you'll see the wall.
2 ads already.
What's that?
Yeah, I can see you. You good? You're all live. That's.
Can you hear me?
I can hear everything in the background.
Good. All right.
And then you find somebody and you're like, that's what that is. And then, yeah.
So here we are at Mega Central 2025. We're currently by the Shadow Foam stage. And all right. Can I get some?
Taking our bags and stuff, a little like.
No, it might be worth going and getting them. We'll wander around now. So we are live at Mega Central 2025, and can I just get some reactions in chat, please? Just make sure you can hear me and see me all okay. We got the organizer there, Nick Zametti. Can't even say his damn name.
Get it, let's go. On any.
All right. So we're going to have a look and see what this year's show has got for us. And here's one of the things that we've been talking about making, and it's a Voron.
Oh, it is a Voron?
Yes. So this is one of the printers that we're looking at possibly building. It's going to be pretty cool if we can. All right. Let's have a wander.
Reference for testing 3D printers.
Do me a favor, can you just send a test message into chat for me on the channel just so I can see it?
So on here it shows you the different variants, 4 walls, 3 walls, 2 walls, 1 wall.
Filaments.
Do you see it?
No.
Okay. See if it goes through in a second.
It should come through straight away. Yeah. Should in theory.
Why are you not getting...
I don't know, can you...
Is it even showing I'm watching?
No, it's showing
2 people on here.
2 people? Okay. Well, it is what it is. So we're going to walk the floor a little bit. Oops, sorry.
Jamaican coffees here again.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Bruce's, yeah.
My chat went through.
Yours went through. Don't know why mine didn't, but... Ah, look.
That's pretty cool. I mean, you get to see so many different characters here. Oh, come on, we gotta. This is. So there's a Prusa booth here this year. So we got the Mark III. Oh, it's the Mark IV. Oh, look how clean these parts look.
But it can handle. On the next routers, will be a lot easier. They can do the raffle
For an open build bed slinger, that's
Does
impressive.
that come off the Mark IV?
I would have thought so.
You sure?
Well, it's either.
To the back?
Yeah, go on. Yeah. Come on. Thank you. So this is the tool changer. So you've got the Prusa XL.
Why can't we have one this big?
So this is a Core XY machine.
Yeah.
So you'll notice, like with the XYZ over there, you've got a belt for the X, a belt for the Y, and a lead screw for the Z. Here, you've got one belt for the X and the Y,
Yeah.
and the lead screw for the Z.
Okay.
So that's got all the filaments loaded up into each of those tool heads there. I've got a hot end, and it's all ready to go. Yes, a Master Sword.
No. Wow.
Yeah, each of the tool heads, right? They'll have each of the individual colors,
Yeah.
and then it just swaps out the head for whichever color you programmed in your slicer, and it gives you a multicolor print. And then you.
If you have any questions, just ask.
That's cool.
Or if you want some samples, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean,
Go on. Get bored. Come on.
my project
Don't
work.
be shy.
That's awesome. And then you got the Prusa 1 in the back there.
You can't even see the layer lines on it.
Yeah, the question is how long did that take to print?
True, but then I mean, if I could print like that, I may be able to like print the bone that I'm looking for on my project.
Yeah. So. Oops, sorry, after you.
It was for a video.
We've got to keep our eyes open for two more people. We got Owen, Woodcraft by Owen from Twitch, and Freaky Elga, who's made the trip all the way from Germany to come and visit Maker Central. So at the moment we're just getting our bearings. I'm liking the fact that there's a lot more workshops this year.
Yeah, there are.
Loads more people getting involved. Where was the sticker wall? Did you, oh, you got to put one on.
Well, yeah, I haven't done it yet.
Have you still got your phone sprayed? I believe so, yes. Put a couple on there.
Couple?
Yeah, if you can.
I don't. Well, it's not the easiest thing to be alert.
I know.
Horrible ones, I know.
I'm gonna have to get another batch. Can you get one in by the rest there?
Where's the rest?
The rest is by there. If you can, don't go over anyone's sticker though. There is an etiquette to it. So we've got Jimmy DeResta. If you don't know who Jimmy is, well, what are you doing? Will it go? Not allowed to touch another sticker. Did you manage it?
Yeah, I did. So in other words, you're photo bombing. So if anyone takes a photo of a close-up of the rest, it's yours.
Well,
Any marketing's good marketing.
yeah, my live chat is not showing any chats other than my own right now. So
Why would that be?
I don't know. And did you put a chat in?
I did, but it's not come through.
Try another one.
Workshop to make those live footing things.
Say again.
I want to see if I can find the workshop with the live footing things. Hello.
Yeah. Hey! Oh, awesome. Yeah, I thought for a second the chat wasn't working. So, right. So if you go to makercentral.co.uk and you can actually get a floor plan for the convention. If there's anything anyone wants to actually have a look at, if you want to just shout out in chat, and we'll make our way over to that. We're just getting our bearings. So this is the Colin Furs stand. From what I heard, I've heard that Colin's had to leave the show to go to the local hospital because he's... Oh, there we go. So that's a shame. But we wish Colin well. Hopefully he's back with us soon.
Forge down in the corner like always.
Yeah. Let's walk past that. That's always good to watch. Just yell at me if I'm starting to walk across people. I'm conscious. I'm very conscious. I think I just cut somebody off.
Yeah. It's fine.
I know. So we've got a makeshift forge with some anvils, and you can do workshops here. You've got a bunch of really cool tools.
I mean, I've got a proposal for you.
I'm already married.
If you make the investment in letting me do these, I will let you use it as content. You can show each of the workshops while also recording it and marketing it on your website. Right? Why not?
So yeah, my live chat. I'm hoping the live chat is working, and my viewer count is definitely not, because I know there's at least me watching this stream, and it's telling me there's 0. But,
I've got 3 on there.
But anyway, it is what it is. So there is somebody I want to meet up with if we can, and that'll be Sneak.
Is he here this year?
Yes.
Because the stall's not here this year.
Should be. Down the middle, I think.
Is it? Unless I missed it.
So yeah, if you go to makeessential.co.uk, you can see a bunch of makers that are here. You can see all of the exhibits and all of the floor plan of who is actually here. So if there's anybody you want me to go and take a look at, we can take a wander down. So yeah, I'm pretty sure Sneak is here. It'd be a shame if he's not. No, he is. He's on the maker list. So unless he's had to like bail at the last minute. Do you know DIY Perks?
Pass.
He makes like lenses and does all sorts of. He did like a zero perspective lens. He did laser sound system. There's a bunch of different things. He was just saying there.
Oh. I will have a look at this polyprop thing if I can.
So we're going to be live for a couple of hours, just taking in the show.
I mean, if I can get some project work in there, yeah, why not?
Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure. So the show is sponsored by Vectrix. This is the Vectrix booth. They've got an arcade machine, they've got tic-tac-toe. They've got a crazy XY game where you've got to try and put the Victor's light back on. We got Connect 4. Oh, Bernadette, how is the stream coming through? How is the audio? We got the Brothers Make stand. Excellent. Thanks all, Bruno. Oh, I got visitors. I have visitors.
Hello.
Hello. Have you got them? We come bearing gifts.
Come bearing gifts.
Oh, I thought you wanted to whack him.
We're going to the Hilton later.
Wow. You're going to the Hilton later.
For a creator meetup. Would you like to join us?
Would we like to join?
You don't have to answer now. I am live. So
We'll have words later.
yes, but the offer is extended
Great.
as the IQ Workshop party. And yeah, I'm going. And I know you wanted to meet up and have a couple of pints. So I thought that was a potential compromise. Because it's walking distance to Hilton, isn't it?
From here, yes.
From here, yes.
Just over the road, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that.
So we got Woodcraft by Owen, who's pretty famous on Twitch for his pen making and resin craft.
His 11
That sort of thing.
his 11 viewers
And
know him
making it
very
in.
well.
All of them. Yeah. Both of them. They
And
follow me all over
The man, the myth, the legend, Freaky Elka.
Owen's co-host.
Yes, yes. Oh, really?
Yeah. Usually on Wednesday, I join him.
Oh, awesome. That's pretty cool.
It's my excuse to still say I'm streaming as well.
So the last time I was with Freaky was
2 years ago.
2023.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
We had a stall over in the back corner for Twitch, for makers and crafting. But this year, I'm focusing on YouTube. So I'm not on Twitch at the moment. But that could change. That could change by the end of the year. We'll see. We'll see how things go. But
Yeah, never
See
say
where life
never.
takes you.
Never
Right.
say never.
so since September, I've got monetized.
So you had your first.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So that's
good.
so I've got two more goals for this year.
Yeah.
One is to get my first sponsor, and the next one is to get my first $1,000 earned on YouTube. So
You've got a few months left.
yeah,
You're on a good way. You're on a good way.
I mean, even if I don't meet those, I've already met 2 of my 4 goals for the year, and I didn't expect to get that.
Halfway through, so you've got plenty of
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Good
Your,
place.
your shorts constantly show up in my feed.
Do they?
Yeah, they do. They do.
They're crap, aren't they? But you gotta make 100 ugly videos to get the good ones, right?
I mean,
So
You're taking a lot of walks.
not that it shows. This t-shirt doesn't fit since I ordered it. I know.
Oh, you need to take a few more walks.
I know, right?
The philosophy walks. I like 3D printing because
Well,
I mentioned that much. Don't want to. I mean, you are live, but I mentioned that to Owen yesterday. I was like, he did a great job. He made it exciting, but the topic is 10 years late.
yeah. It doesn't scan.
It was a good idea, though.
It's a bit stretched.
So it's a 4 of 4 t-shirt.
Dimitri, welcome in, buddy.
He's got me carrying these.
Oh yes, you must hand them out.
Oh, yeah, I want a key ring. Key ring. Weird.
Sorry.
Weird.
So they are open.
Your radius finder is still living on my workbench.
Tappables.
They're NFCs. They are open. So if you wish to rewrite them to give them a different function, you're more than welcome to. That's not. What's that? You're going to put it to someone's OnlyFans?
You're quite close.
Pen Island.
Right. I'm giving you guys a really awful view at the moment. So
It's the quality camera. You need your cameraman on duty.
I know, right? How did you find the GoPro in-camera streaming?
GoPro in-camera stream.
Going live from the camera?
He doesn't.
I don't. I do it from the app on the phone.
Yes. So the app connects to the camera, and then you go live in the app, right?
Yes.
And how do you find that?
He
Generally?
likes it. I hate it because
It's-
I'm the
it's hit and
viewer,
miss.
and it always cuts out. And he doesn't. See it because
it drops the signal. Sometimes it's really difficult for the camera to find the
I am
signal.
so glad you said that because this is the DJI Action 5 Pro,
Yeah.
and you go live, you say, okay, I'm going to set it to, 480, low bit rate. You check the stream, it's 1080p, and it's 6 megabits.
Wow.
Okay, that's going to cost you on data.
I got unlimited, so I'm good, right? But so I've got this. I've had to do a janky setup where I'm streaming AV1 to YouTube direct,
Right.
and I've limited it to 1.5
What
megabits,
was the other thing? It was
and it's 720.
So what I've started doing with mine is I've got a paid account on. I never actually remember what it is. I have to bookmark it. No, it's not Restream. It's one of those services though. Bookmarks. Desktop bookmarks. Bookmarks toolbar. Go Lightstream. So I've got a Go Lightstream account. So I've got mine set up to an RTMP import on Go Lightstream.
Yep.
Which then sends it on to whatever it can multi-stream.
Bit like Restream.
Bit like Restream, similar sort of thing. And then you can book multiple sources, so you can set up your stream or his stream
Yep.
to go into the same thing and have multiple camera viewpoints on it. It's got offline protection, which is why you get that soon screen comes up when my camera drops out. It
Yeah,
just
that's
so the
nice.
stream doesn't
plays
stop.
That's
Yeah.
why. So that's
That
why.
makes it bearable, but still.
Yeah, that's why I always used to live stream from my camera to home,
We just talked about that. In
and
the
then
hotel, yeah.
and then beamed up to the house, because then I could lose this and the stream stays up. And with YouTube, if you don't set your settings right and you're at the stream ends or the broadcast finishes, it cuts the stream.
Yeah.
And then you've got to create a whole new stream just to get back online.
It's not so sort of in the same way that Twitch is for actual live streaming.
Yeah.
It's got to be all planned and managed, isn't it?
And that's the thing. What I found is the technology of live streaming on Twitch has the edge,
Yeah.
but for discoverability and pushing your content out to a wider audience, YouTube's got the edge.
YouTube. Also because the content stays,
Yeah.
not only for 2 weeks.
Yes.
One advantage that YouTube also has, that Twitch at the moment doesn't but wants to do, is that you can rewind during the live stream.
Yep.
Right now it's, I think, 2 minutes that you
Yeah.
can do, but on YouTube you could go back to the beginning.
I think it's like
While
24
still,
hours.
While it's still streaming.
Twitch
Yeah.
used to be able to do that, but they kind of made
They
it
want to
harder.
bring that back.
Yeah.
I just read an article that they want to do that for you to
I
start from the
believe
beginning again.
YouTube is you can go back 24 hours, because I watch a lot of NASA spaceflight, and I look at their Boca Chica
There
live
might be a
streams.
limit to it.
Yeah.
But let's say usual live stream 2 hours.
Yeah, but when they
Within
end
that
the stream is full length. So however it could have been live for like 6 months, and it's full length.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want the hosting costs for that.
No, and that's why I mean Twitch is just because it's stored video, stored VODs and things like
Yeah.
that to 100 hours total. So if you've got more than 100 hours of stored content, it will be being got rid of.
Awesome. So Colin's not here. I don't know if you saw.
I saw he's gone to A&E.
Yes.
I don't know what he did to himself. It's something to do with his eye.
So a couple of days ago, he got something in his eye, and then he went to the A&E then, and they did something. Said if vision gets worse, come back. So I think he's had a bit of an episode with his vision this morning, and has gone off to A&E. But from what I hear, he went out before the show opened and saw everyone in the queue and told everybody that he was going to have to go to A&E, etc., etc. So he fronted up to everybody to say,
no show, but
sorry guys,
I am here.
my sight's a little bit more important, which you can't really blame him for that.
Flight issues. So
we
one
both
will
are
be
always
delayed
wearing
because
our eye
it's going
protection.
to be delayed, got flight issues.
That's bad.
PPE is important.
Say again?
PPE is important.
Yes.
But we're always wearing our eye
Yes, we are indeed.
protection.
So-
I do too. I got my safety squints. The safety squint. Yeah.
Do that again? Safety squints. There you go.
At the exhibition company that I worked at a few years back, one of our carpenters was wearing glasses all his life. Got laser surgery.
Yeah.
Within 1 week, got a splinter in his eye. Had to get another surgery.
No.
Never an issue while he was wearing glasses.
And it's always that
And
one
then it was
time.
Like, forgot my safety
This
glasses.
one time at band camp.
Saying that, it was like me the other day with a knife.
Say again.
It was like me the other day in the shed with a knife.
Oh. He stood in the shed, working on his college work, Stanley knife in hand, carving something to get it to a final, or close to a final shape. And he dropped the knife. He dropped the knife. The knife embedded in the concrete floor and stood up. And he's got a photograph with his footwear.
Did you have your safety flip-flops?
What did you take from this?
I had socks on.
Great knife or shitty concrete?
I think it's a good knife. I didn't want
Hang on, for the camera. That is a knife.
Also, you need to
You need new
I
socks.
know.
Yeah, hashtag needs new socks. Okay,
Shouldn't we walk it
if
outside
anyone's
with
considering dropping a super chat, the first super chat will go towards paying for James's new socks. I think that's what we're going to say.
I shouldn't be walking outside with socks on.
Dimitri, I don't know. Are you gonna make it to
I
the
don't
show,
think dropping
or I
knives
know
on.
you've got a hectic schedule, so I get it if you can't make it. But
You're wanting to see Jimmy at half.
Yes.
if you are, drop me a DM, and we'll make sure we cross paths.
It is
Right.
now I have an exhibitor pair. Go out, come back.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah, absolutely. No goodie bags this year.
Yeah, almost the first to notice.
And then not just that, there's no
I think so.
what's it called, the floor plans and stuff, free guides.
I mean that one.
Oh, I got more of it.
We didn't. We
I was gonna say, when
we came in
in,
through the event organisers entrance.
Because you've got your fancy badge.
I know, right?
How did you go about getting a fancy badge? Because I couldn't see it anywhere. Did you just have to email them or something? Or?
Yeah, I just emailed them.
Yeah.
I just asked, any chance I could get on the maker? I got a YouTube channel. I'm making content. Yeah, no problem.
So it don't seem to make it very obvious how to say I'm coming as a content creator.
No. So I'm going to probably email them just to give them some suggestions around the con. I think they should have a closed loop system for each of the stages, like like the ref radio at rugby.
Yeah.
Because you try and hear what's being said.
It's too echoey.
It's just the environment you're in. But if they had like a ref radio loop system that you paid for, so it's an option. All right, I'm not suggesting they do it for nothing, but you pay like 5-10 quid for the receiver, and then you can hear clearly what the speaker on the stage is saying.
In all honesty, you can make a short distance FM transmitter really easily anyway, and literally just say pick it up on your FM.
You could.
You could also
Is that legal?
set up
Yes, if you're not
delayed
transmitting
speakers
more than about 10 meters
on each side.
it's legal.
Which is why all the Bluetooth receivers get away with it.
Yeah.
Right.
Bluetooth's in a specified category, but
No, but you get Bluetooth receivers in a car that go into a cigarette lighter
yeah.
that you tune your radio into.
yeah. So there's it's like 10 or 15 meters. As long as you're not putting out a signal stronger than that small localized area.
Yeah.
Then yes, you can make your own transmitter and just transmit.
So yeah, I'm on the hunt for a potential sponsor, collaborator. I don't know if it's going to work, but
Advice for next year. Make your little text that describes your on the Maker Central page.
yeah.
Make that a bit more personal about you.
Oh, when it
If
says
you
read
com-
more.
If you compare it to what Jezza has on there,
Yeah.
it's very personal. It talks about him as the artist, as the
Yeah,
creator.
yeah.
Yours reads like a business account.
Okay, I get the point.
That's
I
more
literally
personal
copy.
connection.
It's literally a copy paste of my YouTube bio.
Don't take off your LinkedIn next time.
Yeah. ChatGPT, can you make that last suggestion a little bit more human?
On YouTube, it's mostly the video creator why people come back, not only the content.
Yeah.
So the personal thing is a bit better.
Yeah, I guess
I
so.
think so. I might be wrong.
But it depends on who you're trying to reach, right? If you're trying to reach, I'm trying to get it so that I'm there for the viewer.
Yeah, so the personal thing would be better.
Yeah, exactly,
Hey,
exactly.
I'm Steve, not, we are IQ Workshop. No, I'm Steve.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
I'm your buddy.
Right?
Will you be my friend?
Yeah. No.
But I do.
It's good depending upon the setting.
Road Rally Race says he prefers Twitch than
I
YouTube.
mean, on OnlyFans, you could keep a distance, but YouTube, it's okay. Make it more personal.
Yeah, no, you're right, and I fully appreciate.
It's just some feedback.
I've just stepped outside my front door on my journey, right? I'm nowhere near my destination.
No, of course, but
So
it's a long journey. It's YouTube.
Yeah.
And you can't push it. Enjoy the ride.
Yeah.
Don't get.
That's what she said.
No, that was he said.
Maybe.
No,
Depends on what club you're in.
You can't push it.
That's
There
all
are
right.
people on YouTube who only had like your subscriber number for 3 years, and then suddenly it explodes.
Right, so we got a question.
Yeah.
What's the best 3D printer for making kinetic wall art? Around $500 for an absolute beginner. Any suggestions? I keep hearing Bamboo P1.
How much?
500 US dollars.
500 US.
What are we reckoning?
The A1.
The A1?
The A1. You save a bit of money because it's cheaper than 500. Yeah. Have some money left for filament to
Yeah.
get started.
Oh, you can buy two of them.
And
A1
the quality difference isn't so big.
I know.
Yeah, the P1 is more stiff because it's a coax wire machine.
Yeah.
Also,
So
if you're talking about like the tactile wall, we've got lots of different pieces. You have to get 2 A1 minis for that sort of price, and then you can
Yeah,
increase the throughput.
So
the mini is really small.
Sorry.
You're very
No, shove through. It's okay. It's okay. No, we're live. It's all right.
So get the A1. I think for 500 you can get it with an AMS.
Yeah.
Even if you don't want to do multicolor, it's great because you can do continuous printing.
Yeah.
Use up the spool and it automatically switches.
That's cool.
That's
I never even considered that.
I've done so many prints where, especially when doing lots of all black,
and it doesn't.
I've gone spool to spool to spool.
It doesn't need to be the same color. You just tell it it's the same
So
color.
the
and it
vast
continues.
majority of the printing I do is functional.
Yeah.
So I don't have the need for multicolor. I never really see the point in it.
I use what's cheap and then I print.
The only use case, we're stood right in the way. I think we move over. The only use case that I've found for AMS would be for like soluble supports.
Which I hate because
Right.
they're expensive.
I know.
But also interface element support as well, isn't it?
Yeah. So you could do the main support in, let's say, PLA, ABS, PETG, whatever, and then the
because
last
it doesn't stick to PLA.
and then the last 3 millimeters of that you could convert over to your
No,
soluble.
you can just do PETG because it doesn't stick to PLA.
Yeah.
And have it
Yeah.
print
No, so
the last layer
it's a 2-layer
completely
interface.
solid. So
Yeah.
you don't. The PLA lays very flat. on
I've
it.
got evidence to suggest that PLA does stick to PETG.
If you print too hot, maybe.
If your PETG's like got little ridges in it and you put it in your PLA
Yeah.
into, but basically, even the custom
The
software,
interface
pricing
layer needs to
software,
be.
Right, I gotta get my eyes back on chat. So yeah, DJ,
Still go for bamboo. I
bamboo
would say.
P1 sounds to be the consensus here.
A1.
Sorry,
The
A1. Sorry. It gives you multi-material with the AMS solution if that's something you want to go down, but that's the general
If you want to
consensus.
stick with PLA, if you want ABS
You need
or
P1.
other materials that need a higher temperature, you really need the enclosure of the P1.
Yeah, you can print. You can print ABS on an open build
You-
platform.
you can, you
I've done
definitely
it,
can, but-
but
yeah,
it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah,
and then
it is.
as it
Open
cools
the
down
door,
over
get a
time,
draft of wind and
yeah.
it pops.
3 weeks later, you get a breach on the layer lines.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
not
definitely.
good.
But for general PLA printing, A1.
So DJ, I hope that was useful. Road rally race. The Welsh are always in the way, apparently.
Yeah.
I'll go have a smoke.
I'll take that.
We'll meet.
Especially
at the
those
stage?
from South Wales.
Here we go. We're going to leverage the north-south divide
Especially
here.
the hunting. You're going for some fresh air.
Save me a seat if there's still one. I don't think
There's benches over there if you need a sit down. No,
No, he needs fresh air.
no. He's on about a seat.
No, he wants a seat for Jimmy's Resta,
But
but
it's
he
already
wants some
full.
fresh air.
Understood. Cool. Right, there we go. We're just chewing the fat. We're just chewing the fat here a little bit. So I think we're going to take a wander, show everyone the
How much wander round you had already, or you just started this wasn't you?
Well, we had a few technical issues because YouTube changed my stream key on me. I was like, thanks, because I got a Google Doc with all my connection settings. So thankfully, I got access to the studio and changed the stream key. So I was late getting live. We bumped into a couple of friends. We were chatting, so that delayed us a little bit. There was a chap here who was showing me a really cool integrated CNC pendant that he built, running on a Teensy, running Linux. So that was quite interesting. I'm going to need to catch up with him. But so we've had a little wander just to get our bearings because we didn't look at the floor plan too much. I wanted to be a little bit,
Bounce up and down and see what's what,
yeah, just take everyone along for the ride as we get our bearings, and then people can have a look at the floor plan online and tell me what they want to see.
Fair enough. Enjoy. We'll catch you later.
Will do. Right, good to see you. Speak soon. Right then. So we're gonna start over by the stage. So if anybody wants to see something specific at the show, if you can go over to makercentral.co.uk and there is access to a floor plan, and have a look if there's any particular stands that you want me to go and have a look at, and I will take a wander over and give you a rundown. So the whole purpose of this live stream is to raise level of awareness around Maker Central, and also for those people who can't make it here, whether that's in the UK or if that's over in the States or wherever you are, if you're unable to travel, you can get to see the events that are taking place here in the Birmingham NEC. So one of the things I really love about this year is that there is a lot more workshops, getting kids involved in STEM activities. There used to be a lot of workshops pre-COVID. COVID hit, and then coming back, obviously there was also all the sort of distance rules and all that sort of stuff. So it's taken a while to recover. But interview Colin. Unfortunately, Colin's had to leave the show. He got something in his eye on Thursday, and this morning he's had to go off to A&E to get his eye checked out. He did go to A&E on Thursday, and they've said if his vision gets any worse that he's to go. So he's had to temporarily leave the show to go and have medical treatment. He did come out to everyone who was waiting in the queues to let everybody know. So we wish Colin well, and a speedy return to the show because his health's good, right? So
hopefully we should be able to catch up with him later when he said he's back this afternoon.
Yeah. Also, if you go on the Maker Central website, you can see all of the creators that are at the show. There's some highbrow YouTubers here this year, which is good to see. Yeah, I know. I'm thinking. You know what I'm like for pacing.
I know.
I am awful. Right, so we're just gonna walk the aisles, and if you guys see anything, bearing in mind you're in delay from me, so we're gonna walk the aisles and we're gonna see what we can see. Yell if you want me to stop. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it probably is Road Rally Race. It probably is. He's got. I mean, he's done all the rebar and concreting, so it could be rebar, it could be concrete. It depends. I mean, it all depends upon the timelines of when that video was shot, but it could be anything with Colin. In all fairness. So yeah, there's a lot more workshops here. Yeah, this is really good. This is what's going to like drive the next generation of makers in the country.
Get them doing stuff, trying different things.
You know, working with tools and materials that are unfamiliar.
Not as common in education.
That's really cool.
Systems.
I love it. I absolutely love it. So we got one of the Vectric stands here. Does it keep coming undone? All right, mate. Use one of the no key rings. That's all right. Don't worry. Ah.
You're going to be careful with this bag. It's tearing on the straps. Right.
All right, I'm not moving. I'm not moving.
Black or red?
Red. So we've got, so we're at the Vectric stand and there's a bunch of CNC machines here. interesting to see the different build platforms that that are available. We've got a CNC plotter. They're looking like they're using some NEMA 17s. Let's have a look around the other side. Yeah, Road Rally Race, I agree. Having an underground bunker would be awesome, but I think I would have problems with planning, and I think the approval office, aka the wife, would probably say no. Oh, that's cool.
Hello. Very nice.
You're live.
T400 plumbing.
You were live on YouTube, just for a moment.
You'll have to pop down at some point and properly show me. Fuck off, I only got miles on my car. Difference.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Yours has got 6,000 miles, mine's got 158,000 miles. Mine's going to die soon.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's fair.
Thank you.
You've got to go in the tip in it. What a first drive.
So who we got? Oh, we got Jimmy DeResta on the main stage right now.
Yeah. I mean, fair play, it does a nice car, I'll give you that. But obviously I'm going to shoot now because I shouldn't hardly hear you. But I'll give you a ring a bit later and probably show me, yeah? No worries, right, catch you in a bit. Right.
That's a 2 per inch. So I like these small bits, the small side. And there's a lot of people are always confused about how to get inside. Say for instance the letter A or the letter R. There's some tricks. I think describe.
Yeah, I don't know sneak cheer in the stand. I haven't seen one. Have you?
No, I haven't actually.
Unless he's in his own stand.
What was the?
It was a woodworking one.
Yeah, what, can you remember what it was?
No, but he partnered with the company though, didn't he? It wasn't his company.
No.
Absolutely, yeah, no. There's a lot I haven't seen.
There's a lot of people get a bandsaw and don't realize the blade is very consumable, meaning that you should change it off. It's not like a table saw where you'll have that blade on it for a year unless you do something drastic that cuts it out. Bandsaw, you've got to change it much more often. The blades wear out much quicker.
Can you make out the audio from Jimmy on stream, guys?
Just one side of the bandsaw blade is maybe thinking reality something. People don't realize that. So if you're having trouble with the bandsaw, you're having trouble adjusting it, or you're getting drips, first thing you do is you start with a training blade. Right. That's not the problem. All right, we'll start with Archie's name.
What are you doing?
My pencil.
Ah!
I usually use my pencil for scanning in as my finger. So this blade is
Oh. We have Jazza. That's cool. Okay, so we're walking the perimeter of the show right now. I think so. We go around the perimeter and then we'll do a bit of a zigzag up and down. Just, okay. So, go back to the forge. So the cool thing about this show is that you've got content creators just wandering the floor of the convention. And it makes them that much more accessible. So we're going to be here tomorrow as well. How long is it saying we've been live? What, you got hit a dead spot? 51 minutes? Yeah. Okay. Just letting someone through.
He's just taking on a few more car frames.
I want to say it was woodcraft, but it's not. So we got the Colin First stand. There we go. So yeah, Colin should hopefully be back with us this afternoon. Got the Axminster stand.
I can't believe it closing the Axminster down by us.
A lot of things going online now, aren't they? Like tools. It's going to get to the point where if you really want to see the tools firsthand, you're going to need to come to one of these sorts of shows. I'd love to have the dog holes in this workbench.
Yeah.
That's the sort of thing I want.
So you just kind of like plug and play kit with stuff.
Yeah, well, you could 3D print some brackets that you could, like stops.
Yeah.
And then make some cams, lock it into place.
I think the edge of the bench is a
It is.
vice.
So you got a wood vise there, and you got a wood vise there. Watch yourself. So is there anything anyone wants to see in particular in chat? We're going to go down like I say, we're walking the perimeter of the show right now. Walking the perimeter of the show. You're my handler, aren't you? Well, I'm walking.
I know.
So we've got the shadow foam stand. But yeah, we're walking the perimeter of the show. So if you guys want to see something in particular, let me know. It's getting quite busy here. Just making our way through slowly. I don't know if there's anything down there, is there? So we're going to get down into the weeds here. with all the different exhibitors. And we'll may well start doing some interviews if we can, if it's suitable to do so. So in the area that we're at, these guys are trading right now. That's pretty cool. Yes, mate. Where? Ah. Whoop. Excuse me. Oh my gosh, this is really busy. This is a lot busier than it has been in previous years in these little areas, isn't it? Oh, Country Roads Coffee for the win. We're gonna have to see if I can get some beans. We found those guys last year. The Rock Gin, I think, is here as well. There's lots of little like stalls, traders, exhibitors. There's everything here, isn't there?
Yeah.
Absolutely everything here. Anything art and craft, I would say it's here. Guys with the coffee. All right. I was trying to let him through. What's that? Yeah. You want to grab one? Lumberjack. It was lumberjack. So if there's a lumberjack stand, I haven't seen a lumberjack stand. It was previously a really big stand. Lucky. There he is. We were just talking about you. We were just.
What's up, man? You alright?
How you keeping?
Good. How's things?
Yeah, you know, keeping on trucking.
I'm just gonna go and get my creator badge and I'll be back in, man.
Yeah. No worries.
Yeah.
Take it easy, man.
And
Yeah.
I'm going to go and get my mummy badge.
Yeah. So that was Sneak Wall Art. We got really friendly when we were here on the Twitch stall, and he secured his first sponsor here at Mega Central. Cool. So we'll walk the floor, as I say, and then we'll see where we're at. So I don't know if you guys were here for the chat with Owen and Freaky earlier, but we were talking about James dropping his knife in the shed, We'll have to bring the picture up, or at least put it up in Discord. He had a bit of a close call, shall we say, while working on his college work. So, well, what was you pointing out to me?
The fact that you got people selling like little offcuts of manuals. It's nothing like, and like, it's nothing unique or anything. But I mean,
No.
ideas for a store, materials.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. So one of the things I might pick up while we're here is a bandsaw blade, because I need to make a frame saw, because I need to take a cut of a slab of Buckeye for the bass guitar that we're making. So the slab is similar to this sort of wood, and I need to like take a slice of it to butterfly it or book match it. So yeah, there's a little bit of work that I need to do on that. So I probably need to pick up a bandsaw blade. No, it's cut saw.
Yeah, the one with the little like. What are they doing on the side?
All right, okay.
I think it might be that. I don't know.
So like I say, we're gonna walk up and down.
Mum would kill you. You need an underground workshop. We can call you Steve Furs.
Yeah. That was a little while back.
Kill you.
Yeah, do you think?
Understatement of a lifetime.
You think she'd kill me? So we've got our very own TARDIS here, complete with control console. So the plan, like I say, for the show is just to give you guys a bit of a rundown. If there's anything that you want to see, hop on to makercentral.co.uk, bring up the floor plan, and if there's anything you want to see in particular, feel free. Feel free to join in and chat. I've got eyes on chat. There might be times where I get distracted when either if I'm stopped by somebody or we bump into someone we know, but we can make this this stream as interactive as we want. So we're going to come up, yes. We're going to go to the end and we're going to loop back down. Just up and down. And then once we've done a full loop, we'll see where we're at. So we'll do a walk of the show. Yes. You mean for the lathe?
Yeah.
So yeah, we're looking at possibly getting a chuck for a lathe. I think it's a Moore's Taper 2, T2 on the headstock. But we'd like to start doing some more wood turning. I've got a couple of wood turning projects that I'm gonna be starting. So it would help if I could, well, we probably need to pick a sharpener up as well.
Yeah, sharpen all the bits.
DIY Perks.
Huh?
Guy with the yellow badge over there, DIY Perks.
Yes, I know exactly who he is. He made the PS5 out of the wood and the
Yes.
copper, yeah.
Yes.
And he made his projector.
Yes.
Show off for a table saw.
Where?
Next year.
The show offer. Yeah, but the problem is we've got to have the space to put it. I think the dust extractor would be more useful for us at the moment, right?
No. No.
Yes.
I like getting high on paint fumes. It makes
I like
my
getting paint splatter.
Yeah. I like getting high on the paint fumes. I mean, that's how I spend my afternoon. I paint something. I spend the rest of it doing my college work high. I then lose the buzz, and then I go back and respray again. It's quality.
What is that? Oh yeah, paint fumes. Yeah, right.
Week and a half. Which probably doesn't have the reason more in common.
So Vetric are the main sponsor for the event, and so yes. But what was you just completely threw me. You just completely derailed what I was saying. Thank you.
Cheers.
Did I?
Huh?
So yeah, we got a lot of projects that we're going to be moving on. Yes, I did. So James Burton's here. It's surprising on how accessible all of the creators are here at that show. And I think it's either 2017 or 2018 was the first show, and that was
17, somewhere in 18.
so yeah. It was something that took me back, in that the content creators that are at the show are incredibly accessible. It's crazy. I expected them to be at on the live stages talking away and not really, go off into a green room and not be accessible. But the reality is they're just wandering the floor like everybody else. It's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool to see how accessible they are.
Now I could do one of these.
We ain't got space for it. No, come on.
We're makers. We'll have to make space.
I mean, a 2-story shed wouldn't be so bad. Maybe it would. Mum would kill you.
Yes, she would.
I'm thinking.
But it'd be worth it.
I'm thinking the idea of Steve Furs might come in handy.
Road Rally Race, you've planted the seed, here, mate.
Steve Furs with the house collapsing in under an underground bunker that you.
I didn't see the size of the control panel.
It's huge.
Definitely be able to cut the neck on that.
Could you buy the control panel separately and put it on the one where you go?
It's whether it's a separate unit. Yeah. How much does one of these run?
So the smaller machine starts at about 5,000, including VAT.
Right.
The bigger machines can be about 6.2, including VAT, and including the stand as well.
And is that collapsible, or is that it's just modular to make it set up easier?
I'd say semi-collapsible. It is a heavy machine.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't, one person wouldn't just flip it down and put it aside. Maybe two of you. But you can flip the legs in, take it off to store somewhere else. But
okay. That's. I mean, the fact that it folds out is. It's just. I don't think I fit in the shed. I don't think we get through the door.
No.
That's
No.
why you need the small one to get through the door.
Yeah, but that's too small then for the pieces of work we're trying to.
We've got a medium-sized one.
Oh.
Happens to be.
Oh, a bit in
halfway
between.
the two.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if necessary, we need a new door anyway, so we could just take it off.
No, I've considered a custom build. What's the name of that? The one that's mounted on its side, open source. Literally, they use a router head,
Okay.
and they use 2 bricks
Right.
to weight it down, and it's mounted on its edge,
Yeah.
and it uses almost like a core XY sort of arrangement to get your XY sort of movement.
Yeah.
I always worry about a router spinning up like that on the end of some paracords. That's a little bit.
I mean, it's an ideal idea putting it on the wall. The trouble is that there's so much. You end up with so much fighting against the tolerances and the accuracy because gravity is against you.
The only way you can really do it is have it counterweighted.
Yeah, that's right. Yes. Yeah,
But then you're adding complexity, failure points, all of that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Sounds right up my street. Okay, cool. Thank you very much.
Brilliant, thank you.
We'll have a look and see the middle one. Can I buy it for you and ship to Australia? No, I don't think so. I would love to.
I mean, which one does he want?
There's a medium machine here as well. Okay, just restarted the stream. I don't. You absolute tool.
Watch the adverts with me. Maybe I can.
Oh, we're back. Yeah. I think we walked into a mobile dead spot. And just. Right, okay. Oh, we might have to look at that.
Yeah. The neck as an option.
Yeah.
I feel like it's not as. Oh, no, not it.
No? What's the time? Bearing in mind we're here early
It's 12.
from what we have in the past.
Yeah, it's 12 o'clock.
We got the battle bots on the go here. To be fair, with the level of organisation that they've got to go through to get these bits and pieces here is crazy. Just move your strap a minute, James. So we had some t-shirts made up specifically for the show. Look at the model. Look at the model. Look at it.
Are you streaming?
Yeah, we are.
Oh no. I didn't get it working.
You did?
It booted finally.
Oh, we got to see this. We got to see this. Right. So what was your name?
Philip.
Philip. So Philip bumped into us a little bit earlier before we started live streaming, and he was talking to me about a CNC pendant that you designed and built.
Yes.
Oh, come on, let's have a look. What can it do?
It's designed for Linux CNC, but in theory the hardware should work for anything.
Right.
Just have to recode it. It allows you to control the CNC machine as if it were manual.
Right.
So you can move X, Y, Z with the joystick, start spindle, control spindle speeds, jog, rabbit and tortoise, isn't it? Yeah, tortoise. Set jog increments,
Yeah.
So how does this connect to the CNC itself? So is this goes to the host computer via USB?
Yes, it is USB based, so the e-stop is just a supplementary e-stop.
Yep.
Still need a proper one.
Yep.
It will work fairly fast. There's a component runs on Linux CNC, and they just chat to each other. You can run in manual mode. We'll also run in auto mode. So if you've got a program loaded, you can step through, and then you can hit run to run the program, stop it, mist, and flood.
Right, yes.
So all the things that you need to do.
So this will deal with like engineering CNC machines that would be cutting metals that you need the floods for, but you could also use it for something like a CNC router.
Yes, yeah, any machine that needs setup or prep work. So when I bought my mill and converted it to CNC, I was told I needed a second mill for prep work.
Right.
Which was never going to fly. So I needed a tool to be able to run my CNC as if it were a manual mill.
Right,
so
I got
you
you.
do all your prep work using this, and then you do your setup. If you in manual mode, get into manual mode, come on. There we go. If you pick an axis, you can set your offsets for your axis.
That's pretty cool.
And the half function in there as well, which is exceedingly useful when you're trying to drill something in the centre.
So that's something you built for yourself. Is that something you're selling?
I sell the PCBs and a bunch of components.
Yep.
Only because you can only order PCBs in quantity from TLC PCBs. So
yes, I am aware.
You get to do that. And also Mauser has a minimum order value, and I always have to add things, so I end up with a stock of all the components that just attached to the PCBs.
Understood.
So there's about 25 or 30 in the world at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Not too bad.
No, that's good. And where, if somebody wants to find out more about you, where can they find you?
On GitHub. Just search GitHub for Manualmatic.
Manualmatic on GitHub.
You can just about read that there. I can give you a...
I've lost all the data.
Okay. I thought you as much.
There you go.
Awesome. That's brilliant. There you go. You're on the live stream.
Oh dear, I am in trouble.
You might have more than 30, hopefully.
You never know.
Wow.
But it's a very useful tool for people who've only got the one mill, or even if they've got more. It saves you having to be reaching for the screen all the time.
Right.
To do offsets.
Yep.
You can be close up.
So the GitHub site, does that have all like the schematics and the board layups if somebody wants to make them themselves?
I haven't uploaded the board Gerber files.
Right.
Because the version of KiCad that I used, it was slightly flaky, and exactly the same with the STLs. I've uploaded the STLs, but not the original FreeCAD files because I happened to build it in an in-between.
Yeah, I hear you.
State.
I hear you. So that's use at your own discretion.
Yeah, it's pretty bulletproof. You can see this one has been well abused.
Yeah.
I have some video of it next to having shavings thrown all over it.
Yes, I know that sensation well.
And it just keeps on working. So, and I've dropped it multiple times, and it bounces. It's made out of Pet G's recommendation.
Yeah.
It just happens to be.
It's nice, stable. It's not heat. It's not within reason. If like with PLA, you start getting it warm, it deforms.
And it can
whereas with
this will
Flex, yeah.
It's a resistive touchscreen.
Yes.
Primarily so you can use it in a workshop with oily fingers, whereas plastic touchscreens.
So the PCB and the LCD driver, is that integral to the main PCB, or is it a series of daughter boards?
It's a TNC mounted to the PCB, and a Adafruit 1770 screen, which has inbuilt buffering.
Yeah, yeah,
and that
yeah.
kind of stuff. So the
That's cool.
PCB is more of a printed wiring board than a.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. Excellent. Well, thanks for taking the time to show us.
You're very welcome.
We'll probably be live streaming till about just after lunch, and then we're gonna have a relax.
Yes. Well. You take care.
And you take care.
Thank you.
That was pretty cool. I gotta be fair. I like that.
I mean,
Oh, do you want to see that one?
something with him.
Oh, wow. It's a little droid. It's got a remote control.
Yeah.
Think about it like this. You do a lot of work where you use CNC, you get it up and running.
Excuse me. Thank you.
Use it as kind of a marketing thing. You got to see, okay, well, if you allow us to have the tool, use it. Then I mean, if he's got some of the parts and you've got other parts, you can partner up, share, sell them as a complete unit.
Yeah. So this. I always get inspired by like these shows where you see the machines, and I'm like, I so gotta get my CNC machine up.
Yeah. We need to get it enclosed too. And next to it's so much easier to worry about the dust collection if it's just in a certain box.
All right, we're coming down the last aisle. I think we've been everywhere else. So it's now at the point where you guys get to call. Is there anywhere that you want to, if you want me to go back and go into more detail? If there's anywhere you'd like me to go back and see more detail, then give me a shout. Go on to the Maker Central website, makercentral.co.uk, and have a look at the floor plan if there's anything there you want to see. But failing that, I think we're going to take a break from live streaming. I think we'll just grab a seat on the benches a minute and then just shut the stream down, or just do a quick Q&A. And then we can kind of chill and enjoy the show. What's that? Yeah. Right then. Head over to the benches. You see, we can catch up with Sneak. So there's a couple of stages here, as I say, there's some talks going on. Can you look at Prusa? Yes. Right, we just had a request to go and look at Prusa. You. All right, mate. All burnt out. Right, so we're on our way to Prusa now. What do you want to see at Prusa? There's got a couple of different machines on show. And is there a question you want me to ask the guys at Prusa?
Feeling a bit constrained. Here it was.
Almost there. I just got to cut across traffic. Cheers, thank you. So we're almost at Prusa.
Did you bring the pulsar?
Alrighty, so what do we got? It's quite a crowded booth. So at Prusa we have got the Prusa Mark IV. So we've got the Prusa, we've got the Prusa Mark IV S, and let me see. It's going to be a bit difficult to show everything that we've got on the stall. I'm going to see if I can get. So we got the Prusa XL, which is a tool changer. We've got the Mini, so we can just squeeze the camera in. The Mini's pretty cool. And then we got the Core 1, but as I say, it's a little bit challenging to show everything. There we go. Some of the props that have been made with the Prusas. Right. Let's see if I can just shimmy around. Yeah, the XL is pretty nice. So it's got it's got 5 tools on it, and each one of those tools can have a different material. So that could be a different color, it could be another color to have continuous printing. See if I can get the angle on the side. So you can see the spools mounted on the side. There's 3 on one side, 2 on the other. Oh, this is pretty cool. So some Mark IV with an AMS on it. I just love how clean the print looks.
Yeah. And there's no temp control either, so it's not like there's any, which you would expect, artifacts and stuff, and I'm not seeing any.
So that's a multicolour print on a single nozzle extruder.
Is there a small AMS on it?
At the top, see the Bowden tube goes from top to bottom.
Yeah.
And then at the top there's it's changing.
Yeah.
Look, it's just pulled the filament back. It's now going to move to the other filament, and then it's going to feed it in and then purge it. So see, it's purging there now.
The only problem I find with
that's
that
pretty slick.
Is a lot of waste on your page.
Yeah, but you get prints like that.
Yeah.
It's pretty slick, but as you can see from the back of the booth, it's pretty busy here. So all burnt out. Does that cover what you were looking for? I just love the chat delay.
Huh?
I just love the chat delay. Right. Right then. going to make our way to a bit of a quieter area.
The nicest cut off the
Opened
toe
out, no
down,
problem.
left side.
No problem. Oops, sorry. Oh, I just tried to get out of the way. I just couldn't get out of the way.
He was doing something.
Right then, we're gonna look to wrap the stream up now. My arm is killing. I do miss the chest mount. Right then, we're going to find this little spot over here. Oh, there we go. Take that for a second. Right then, so we're going to call the stream here now. We're going to be here for the rest of the day and also tomorrow. So make sure you check out Instagram and our Facebook groups. And then we'll try and post some stories throughout the day and possibly some bits tomorrow as well. So, till then, have fun, be safe. I'll catch you in the next one. Now we've got to figure out how to turn the live stream off. This is going to be interesting. I want the stream to catch up. There we go. Okay, so all caught up. Everyone heard it.